What if you had nothing? No connections, no resources, no advantages. Just you, your mind, your work ethic, and the fire inside you. Would you still make it? Or would you fold under the weight of your circumstances? Most people believe success is reserved for those who already have a head start. They convince themselves that without money, talent, or the right environment, they're doomed to stay stuck. They look at those who've made it and assume they had some hidden advantage, better opportunities, more support, an easier path. But that belief is the very thing holding them back. The truth. The greatest success stories didn't start from privilege. They didn't have a golden ticket or a smooth road ahead. They started in struggle. They started in uncertainty. They started from zero. Every self-made success was once just a person with no guarantees, just a relentless drive to turn their situation around. They weren't handed anything. They built everything. Brick by brick, sacrifice by sacrifice, failure after failure. They weren't waiting for permission. They weren't hoping for a lucky break. They took action when no one believed in them. They kept going when everyone else would have quit. The world will always hand you reasons why you can't succeed. It will tell you that you need connections, credentials, or a stroke of luck. But those who rise above don't listen to that noise. They don't accept limits. They don't wait for the perfect moment, the right resources, or a smooth path forward. They create their own way. If you've ever felt like the odds were stacked against you, good. That means you're exactly where you need to be. Because pressure creates diamonds, this book is for those who refuse to accept defeat. It's for the ones who are tired of waiting, tired of excuses, tired of watching others succeed while they stand still. It's for those who are ready to step into the fire, embrace the struggle, and build something from the ground up with their own hands. You don't need a perfect start. You just need a decision. A decision to rise, to grind, to create something out of nothing. No handouts, no shortcuts, no excuses. This is your blueprint. This is your war cry. It's time to build from nothing. Chapter 1. The Power of Starting. At zero, most people see starting with nothing as a disadvantage. They believe that without money, connections, or the right circumstances, success is out of reach. But that belief is a lie. Some of the greatest success stories in history began with absolutely nothing. Just a relentless mindset and the refusal to quit. When you have nothing, you have nothing. You have no distractions. No excuses. You're forced to focus, to adapt, to fight for every inch. You're not weighed down by entitlement or comfort. You're driven by hunger, by the need to make something happen, because there's no other option. That hunger is what separates those who rise from those who stay stuck. Think about the people who were born into wealth and privilege. Many of them never developed the drive necessary to achieve greatness because they've never had to fight for anything. They've never felt the desperation of having their back against the wall. But those who come from nothing, they understand what it means to struggle. They know that failure isn't an inconvenience. It's survival. And that gives them an edge most people will never have. The hidden advantage of having nothing starting from zero means you have everything to gain and nothing to lose. When you have no reputation, no wealth, and no expectations from others, you are free to take risks. You can push harder, fail faster, and keep moving forward while others hesitate, paralyzed by the fear of losing what they already have. The world has convinced people that they need resources before they can start. that they need permission, that they need a clear plan, a step-by-step guide, or someone to show them the way. But the truth is, everything you need is already inside you. Your work ethic, your discipline, your ability to learn, and your willingness to go further than everyone else. The pain of comfort versus the fire of hunger. Comfort is the enemy of growth. The more comfortable you are, the less likely you are to push yourself. Those who start with nothing don't have the luxury of comfort, and that's why they rise. Think of the greatest underdog stories. The fighters who came from nothing, the entrepreneurs who built empires from the ground up, the athletes who trained in the worst conditions and still dominated. They didn't wait for the perfect time. They didn't ask for an easy path. They used their struggles as fuel. When you have nothing, you either fold or you fight. If you're reading this, you already know which side you need to be on. You're not here to settle. You're here to build. What's next? Your starting point doesn't define you. Your mindset does. This book is not about feeling sorry for where you are. It's about using it. No more waiting. No more excuses. This is the beginning. Now it's time to move forward. Chapter 2, Mindset over everything. Everything begins in the mind. Before success can manifest in reality, it has to be built internally. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is never talent, resources, or luck. It's the way they think. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you will ever achieve. If your mind is weak, you will fail. If your mind is unshakable, you become unstoppable. Rewiring your thinking for success. Most people live their lives controlled by doubt, fear, and hesitation. They wait for permission, second-guess themselves, and expect failure before they even start. Winners don't think like that. They don't entertain self-doubt. They don't allow fear to dictate their decisions. They program their minds to believe success is inevitable, not because they have guarantees, but because they refuse to accept any other outcome. To rewire your mind, you have to eliminate weak thoughts the moment they appear. When doubt creeps in, shut it down. When fear tries to slow you, attack it. Your mind is a battlefield, and every negative thought is an enemy trying to hold you back. The strong don't negotiate with weakness. They destroy it. The role of self-belief. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself first. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build through action. The more you push past discomfort, the more you prove to yourself that you can handle anything. That's where real self-belief comes from. Repeated exposure to difficulty and refusing to break. You have to see yourself as the person you want to become before the world recognizes it. The greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders all had unwavering confidence long before they achieved greatness. They saw it in their minds first, then made it real. Destroying limiting beliefs. Most people don't fail because they lack potential. They fail because they never challenge the limits they've placed on themselves. Society, family, and past experiences have programmed them to believe there's a cap on what they can achieve. There is no cap. The only limits that exist are the ones you refuse to break. If you believe something is impossible, it will be. If you believe you're not good enough, you won't be. Your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions determine your future. The moment you decide that nothing is off limits, you unlock a level of power most people will never tap into. Your mind is either your weapon or your weakness. Your mind will either work for you or against you. The weak let their thoughts control them. The strong control their thoughts. Winners train their minds the same way they train their bodies. Every day, they reinforce discipline, confidence, and resilience. They flood their thoughts with focus, aggression, and certainty. They refuse to allow negativity, laziness, or doubt to take hold. If you want to dominate in anything, you have to control the way you think. Your mind must be bulletproof. That's what separates the best from the rest. What's next? Your mindset determines everything. If you don't control it, the world will. But now, you know better. No more weak thoughts. No more excuses. From this point forward, you think like a winner. You move like a champion. You operate like someone who cannot be stopped. Because that's exactly who you are. Chapter 3. The Power of Relentless Discipline. Success isn't built on motivation. It's built on discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind, unreliable, inconsistent, and unpredictable. If you only take action when you feel inspired, you'll never achieve anything significant. The elite don't wait until they feel like it. They show up and execute, no matter the circumstances. They are driven by discipline, not feeling. Why most people fail, most people never reach their potential, because they operate based on emotions. If they're tired, they take a break. If they're uncomfortable, they stop. If they're uninspired, they make excuses. They let their mood dictate their actions, which is why they remain average. The strongest individuals, the ones who dominate, do what needs to be done whether they feel like it or not. They train when they're exhausted. They work when they're uninspired. They push forward when every fiber of their being is telling them to quit. Discipline is what separates them from everyone else. Making discipline non-negotiable discipline is not something you practice when it's convenient. It's a non-negotiable standard. There are no off days, no exceptions, no compromises. Winners treat their commitments like life or death situations. If they say they're going to do something, they do it, no matter what. This builds mental toughness, self-respect, and unstoppable momentum. Every time you stick to your discipline, you reinforce the identity of a warrior. Every time you make excuses, you reinforce weakness. Training yourself for consistency discipline is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Every time you push through discomfort, you become more resilient. Every time you hold yourself to a high standard, you elevate your mindset. Wake up at the same time every day. No snooze button, no hesitation. Follow your routine, even when you don't feel like it. Execute your plan, no matter how difficult it gets. Winners build habits that force them to stay locked in. They remove distractions, eliminate temptations, and structure their environment for success. They don't rely on willpower. They make discipline automatic. Pain is the price of greatness. Discipline will require sacrifice. There will be pain, discomfort, and exhaustion. That's the cost of winning. The weak let pain break them. The strong use it as fuel. They don't complain when things get hard. They expect it. They don't wish for easier paths. They embrace the struggle because they know the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. No more excuses, only execution from this moment forward. Discipline is your foundation. No more skipping workouts, no more pushing tasks to tomorrow, no more waiting for the perfect time. You move with urgency. You execute regardless of circumstances, because that's what separates champions from the rest of the world. Chapter 4. Pain is your greatest weapon. Pain is not your enemy. It is your greatest weapon. if you know how to use it. Most people run from pain. They avoid discomfort, dodge struggle, and seek the easiest path possible. They live their lives in fear of hardship, never realizing that pain is the fuel for greatness. The elite don't run from pain, they chase it. They understand that suffering is the gateway to transformation. Pain is the price of evolution. Weakness thrives in comfort. Comfort is the breeding ground for mediocrity. Every time you choose ease over challenge, you weaken your mind. Every time you avoid struggle, you rob yourself of the strength it could have given you. The most dangerous place to be is comfortable, because comfort kills ambition. The elite don't seek comfort. They don't look for the easy way out. They willingly step into the fire, knowing that pressure creates warriors. They embrace suffering because they understand that pain sharpens them into something greater. Turning pain into power pain has two outcomes. It either breaks you or it builds you. The choice is yours. When your body aches, push harder. When your mind tells you to stop, override it. When you fail, get back up faster. The weak let pain define them. The strong let it refine them. Every rep, every struggle, every sacrifice is a brick in the foundation of your future self. The only way to become unbreakable is to endure what would break others. Pain is temporary. Regret is forever, no matter how much pain you feel in the moment. It will pass. The soreness will fade. The exhaustion will disappear. The suffering will eventually end. But if you quit, if you give in, if you back down, you will carry that regret for the rest of your life. The ones who dominate understand this. Short-term pain is always better than long-term regret. They choose to suffer now so they can live as champions later. They would rather endure the agony of discipline than the shame of knowing they took the easy way out. The threshold of greatness, there is a breaking point where most people stop. The moment things get too hard, too painful, too unbearable, they quit. But the elite, that's when they come alive. The moment you feel like stopping, it is the exact moment you must keep going. That's where the breakthrough happens. That's where transformation occurs. You are always stronger than you think. Pain is your ally. It is not here to stop you. It is here to forge you into something unstoppable. So when pain comes, welcome it. Use. Let it mold you into the warrior you were meant to be. Chapter 5. The power of consistency. Consistency is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. In a world full of distractions, shortcuts, and easy fixes, the real game changer is showing up every day. No matter what, most people start strong, but few finish strong. They get excited for a week, a month, maybe even a year. But then, when the novelty wears off, they fall back into their old habits. Winners know that success is built on daily habits. The myth of overnight success. We often hear about overnight success stories. Entrepreneurs who become millionaires, athletes who break records, and influencers who go viral, seemingly out of nowhere. But the truth is, there's no such thing as an overnight success. What looks like an instant achievement is actually the result of years of behind-the-scenes work, effort, and commitment. True success isn't about a single moment of brilliance. It's about consistent effort compounded over time. The difference between success and failure isn't talent, it's consistency. The greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the most accomplished individuals all have one thing in common. They stay committed long after the excitement has faded, making consistency your secret weapon. The key to mastering consistency is understanding that it doesn't require huge leaps every day. It's about showing up, no matter how small the step. It's about doing something every single day that brings you closer to your goal, even when it feels insignificant. Small actions compound over time. Each day you put in the work, even when you don't feel like it, you make progress. The secret isn't in perfection. It's in relentless persistence. Every morning you wake up and do the work is another day you're closer to your dreams. Staying committed when motivation fades. Motivation is a fleeting feeling. It's not something you can rely on. There will be days when you're fired up, ready to conquer the world, and other days when you barely want to leave. Consistency isn't about waiting for motivation. It's about making the decision to act even when you don't feel like it. Consistency becomes a habit. It becomes the part of your identity that says, I do this, regardless of how I feel. When you can push through when the excitement fades, you reach the next level of achievement. Winners don't rely on motivation to carry them. They rely on their discipline to drive them forward. Creating a routine that works, a strong routine, is the foundation of consistency. The most successful people don't leave their results to chance. They create systems that guarantee progress. Start your day with purpose. Set a clear plan for your actions. Reassess and adjust your plan regularly, but never stop. Your routine doesn't have to be complex. It's not about following a rigid schedule to the letter. It's about forming a set of behaviors that lead to your success. Over time, the consistency of your efforts will give you results that will make all of your hard work worth it. Compounding your efforts for massive success. The beauty of consistency is its ability to compound. What may seem like a small, insignificant action today becomes a powerful force over time. Every day you stay consistent. You're laying the groundwork for your breakthrough. Each repetition, each small step, builds upon the last, creating momentum that will carry you forward. The most successful people aren't the ones who are the most talented. They are the ones who show up day in and day out and keep putting in the work, no matter how small the step. Over time, their efforts compound into massive results. Staying the course when things get tough. It's easy to want to quit. It's easy to look at the end goal and feel overwhelmed. But success doesn't come from one big leap. It comes from showing up every day, even when you don't see immediate results. Remember, it's the compound effect of consistent action that leads to success. No matter where you are on your journey, stay the course. Keep doing the work. Keep showing up. Keep pushing forward. You are always one step away from your breakthrough. Consistency is your greatest tool. Use it. Chapter 6. The power of focus. Focus is the difference between success and distraction. In a world full of interruptions, constant notifications, and endless distractions, focus has become a rare and invaluable skill. The elite know that achieving their goals requires the ability to cut through the noise and concentrate on what truly matters. Without focus, even the most talented individuals will fail to reach their potential. Why focus is more important than talent? Talent is important. But without focus, it will not get you far. Many people with immense potential never reach their full capabilities because they lack the ability to focus. They spread themselves too thin, trying to do too many things at once. And in the end, they accomplish nothing of significance. Focus isn't just about concentrating on one task. It's about deliberately choosing where to invest your energy. You understand that the more you focus on one thing, the more successful you will become at it. Talent, no matter how great, will only take you so far if it's not coupled with unwavering focus. The myth of multitasking is one of the most dangerous myths of the modern age. The idea that you can juggle multiple things at once without sacrificing quality is a lie. When you try to do everything, you do nothing well. Studies have shown that multitasking not only reduces productivity, but can also increase stress levels and negatively affect the quality of your work. The most successful people don't multitask. They focus. They give their full attention to the task at hand and do it with excellence. Eliminating distractions. Distractions are everywhere. They're built into our daily lives, from social media and emails to phone calls and people around us. The key to success isn't just avoiding distractions, it's eliminating them altogether. To master focus, you need to create an environment that supports your goals. This might mean turning off notifications, setting boundaries with others, or creating a designated workspace that is free from distractions. The more you remove, the more you create the space for your mind to focus on what matters most. Single tasking for maximum impact. Single tasking is the antidote to the chaos of modern life. By focusing on one thing at a time, you can give it the attention and energy it needs to succeed. The most successful people know that each task is important and deserves their full attention. They make a deliberate choice to stay present in each moment. Single tasking helps you dive deeper into your work, produce higher quality results, and maintain a clear vision of your end goal. It's about prioritizing and dedicating your time to what truly matters. The art of saying no. One of the most powerful ways to sharpen your focus is learning to say no. The more you say yes to things that aren't aligned with your goals, the more your focus becomes dilute. The elite don't spread themselves thin with commitments that don't move them toward their ultimate vision. They say no to distractions and yes to the opportunities that align with their purpose. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve your mission, you are saying yes to your future success. Deep work and focused effort to truly excel. You need to engage in deep work. Deep work refers to those blocks of uninterrupted time where you focus intensely on a single task. It's during these periods of deep focus that you can achieve remarkable results. The elite understand that without deep work, success will remain elusive. They carve out time in their day for uninterrupted work and protect it fiercely, whether it's writing, creating, strategizing, or building. Deep work is the cornerstone of achievement. Mastering focus through disciplined focus is not just a skill, it's a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Discipline is the foundation upon which focus is built. The more disciplined you are in maintaining your focus, the easier it becomes to avoid distractions and stay on track. Creating systems, setting clear intentions, and holding yourself accountable all contribute to strengthening your ability to focus. Like any skill, it requires consistent practice. With time, focus will become second nature, and achieving your goals will feel effortless. Focus is a game changer, When you master focus, you unlock the door to extraordinary success. Distraction will no longer hold you back, and your energy will be channeled into achieving your biggest goals. Focus doesn't just help you get things done. It transforms the quality of your work and accelerates the speed of your success. The most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They know how to focus. They give their full attention to the things that matter most, and they don't allow anything to get in their way. If you want to achieve greatness, you must learn to control your focus. Your focus is your superpower. Protect it, nurture it, and use it to build the life you desire. Chapter 7. Overcoming fear and doubt. Fear and doubt are the two most common obstacles standing between you and your dreams. Fear holds you back, makes you second-guess yourself, and creates a sense of paralysis. Doubt makes you question your abilities and your worth, leading to self-sabotage. But the truth is, fear and doubt are normal. They're part of being human. The key to success is learning how to move forward in spite of them. Understanding fear and doubt. Fear isn't always rational. It's an emotional response to the unknown, to things we haven't experienced yet, or to potential failure. Fear is your mind's way of protecting you from what it perceives as danger. But most of the time, the things we fear aren't life-threatening. They're simply uncomfortable. Doubt works in a similar way. It comes from your mind trying to rationalize why you shouldn't take a risk or pursue something that feels uncertain. It's the voice that tells you you're not good enough or that your dreams are unrealistic. Both fear and doubt are lies. They distort reality and keep you from taking action. To move forward, you must confront them head-on and choose to act anyway. The power of courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's taking action in spite of it. Courage is doing the thing you fear most, even when your heart is racing and your mind is filled with doubts. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail isn't the absence of fear. It's the courage to push through it. The most successful people aren't fearless. They are just willing to face their fears, take the first step, and continue moving forward, regardless of how scary it seems. Courage is a muscle, and the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. The paradox of doubt. Doubt can be powerful, but it's also an opportunity for growth. Every time you doubt yourself, you have a choice. You can let doubt stop you, or you can use it as fuel to prove it wrong. Doubt often arises when you're on the edge of growth, when you're about to do something outside your comfort zone. It's your mind's way of telling you that you're about to break through to something new. Instead of letting doubt hold you back, use it as a reminder that you're on the right path. Doubt means you're stretching beyond your limits, which is exactly where you need to be to grow. Taking small risks to build confidence. The key to overcoming fear and doubt is action. The more you take risks, the more you prove to yourself that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. You don't need to take huge leaps immediately. Start small. Take a small risk every day. Say yes to opportunities that make you nervous. Make decisions that challenge your comfort zone. With each small risk, you build your confidence and diminish the power fear and doubt have over you. Visualizing success to conquer fear. One of the most powerful tools for overcoming fear and doubt is visualization. When you visualize yourself succeeding, you create a mental image of what's possible. This helps to rewire your brain, reducing the impact of fear and making success feel more attainable. Before you face a difficult situation or decision, Take a moment to close your eyes and picture yourself succeeding. Visualize yourself handling the challenge with confidence, and imagine the positive outcomes that follow. Visualization can shift your mindset from fear to possibility, turning fear into motivation instead of allowing fear to paralyze you. Use it as motivation. Fear is an energy that, when channeled correctly, can propel you forward. When you're scared, it's a sign that you're on the verge of something new, something that will push you to grow. Reframe your fear. Instead of seeing it as a threat, see it as an opportunity to prove to yourself how strong you are. The more you push through fear, the more you build your resilience and increase your chances of success. The fear of success for some. The fear isn't about failing, it's about succeeding. Success comes with its own set of challenges, responsibilities, and expectations, and sometimes the fear of those things can be just as paralyzing. If you find yourself hesitant to pursue success, ask yourself, what's scarier, facing the challenges of success or living with the regret of not even trying? The truth is, success isn't as scary as it seems once you've made the decision to pursue it. Embracing uncertainty, one of the main sources of fear and doubt, is the uncertainty of the future. We can't control everything, and that unknown can create anxiety. But the most successful people don't let uncertainty stop them. They embrace it as part of the process. Uncertainty is where growth happens. When you step into the unknown, you expand your horizons and open yourself up to new possibilities. Instead of fearing uncertainty, learn to welcome it as a sign that you're moving towards something greater. Taking the leap at some point, you have to take the leap. You have to trust that the safety net you've been waiting for doesn't exist, and that the only way forward is through the fear and doubt. You will never have complete certainty or all the answers, but you will have the courage to take action anyway. Remember, the only way to overcome fear and doubt is to move forward. You'll never feel completely ready, but take the first step, even when it's scary, and let the process guide you. You've already survived 100% of your worst days. You can handle whatever comes next. Conclusion: fear and doubt will always be part of your journey, but they don't have to control you. The key to overcoming them is simple. Act anyway, face your fears head on, challenge your doubts, and step into the unknown. Each time you do, you move closer to the success you desire. Your dreams are on the other side of your fears. The sooner you face them, the sooner you'll realize that they were never as powerful as you thought. Chapter 8: Resilience. The power to bounce back. Success doesn't come from never failing. It comes from learning how to bounce back after failure. Resilience is the secret ingredient that separates the winners from the quitters. It's the ability to get back up every time life knocks you down. The nature of resilience is a mindset, a mental toughness that allows you to keep going when the odds are against you. It's the ability to face adversity and not let it define you. It's about embracing setbacks, learning from them, and using them as fuel for your next move. When you build resilience, you stop viewing obstacles as insurmountable walls and start seeing them as stepping stones toward your goals. It's the belief that no matter how difficult the journey becomes, you can overcome it and emerge stronger. Resilience is a skill, not an inborn trait, contrary to popular belief. Resilience is not something you're born with. It's something you develop over time. You build resilience through your experiences, your failures, and the challenges you face. The more difficult your experiences, the stronger your resilience becomes. People who succeed at high levels don't have fewer problems. They simply have a stronger ability to bounce back. They learn to adjust to the setbacks, find the lesson in every failure, and keep moving forward. They know that the path to success is not linear. The role of perspective in resilience, one of the key components of resilience, is your perspective. How you view challenges can make all the difference. If you see failure as an endpoint, it will be hard to recover. But if you see failure as a learning opportunity, as a stepping stone toward your next success, you'll be able to bounce back faster. Resilient people don't dwell on setbacks. They see them as a chance to grow. They focus on the lesson, not the loss. When you change your perspective, you change how you react to adversity. You stop letting it defeat you and start using it to fuel your success. Building mental toughness through adversity is inevitable. It's part of life, but instead of viewing it as something to avoid, you need to embrace it. Each time you face a challenge, you build your mental toughness. You develop a stronger will to keep going when things get tough. To build mental toughness, you need to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You need to face difficult situations head on and not shy away from them. The more you challenge yourself, the more resilient you become. The importance of persistence, resilience, and persistence go hand in hand. You can't be resilient without persistence, and you can't be persistent without resilience. Persistence is the ability to keep moving forward, even when things don't seem to be working out. Resilience is the inner strength that drives you to keep going, no matter the obstacles. Persistence means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's the willingness to keep going, even when the journey feels impossible. When you pair persistence with resilience, you'll find that no obstacle is too big to overcome. Embracing setbacks as lessons, every setback is an opportunity to learn. Resilient people don't get discouraged by failure. They learn from it. They analyze, adjust their approach, and move forward with more knowledge and experience. Instead of viewing mistakes as a sign of weakness, see them as part of the learning process. Failure is a temporary setback, not a permanent state of being. With each failure, you become better equipped to handle the next challenge. The power of self-belief, belief in yourself, is essential to resilience. If you don't believe you can overcome a setback, you won't be able to bounce back. Self-belief gives you the strength to persevere, even in the face of failure. When you trust in your abilities, you're more likely to keep going when things get tough. You know that even if you stumble, you have the inner strength to pick yourself up and keep moving forward. Creating a resilient mindset, building resilience, starts with creating a mindset that is focused on growth. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, see them as opportunities for development. Challenge yourself to be better after every setback, and always look for the lesson in every experience. When you cultivate a growth mindset, you embrace the idea that every challenge is an opportunity for improvement. You stop viewing difficulties as threats and start seeing them as chances to become stronger. The importance of support networks. While resilience is about mental toughness, it's also important to have a support system. No one achieves success alone. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, encourage you, and remind you of your worth when you feel down. Having a strong support network helps you bounce back faster after setbacks. The encouragement of others can provide the strength you need to keep going when you feel like quitting. Resilience doesn't mean doing everything on your own. It means knowing when to lean on others for support. Persevering through the hard times. There will be moments when it feels impossible to keep going. There will be times when the challenges seem insurmountable. But it's in those moments that your resilience is tested. It's in those moments that you have the chance to prove to yourself how strong you truly are. Perseverance is about pushing through those tough times. It's about not giving up, even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. Every successful person has faced adversity, but it's their ability to persevere that has led them to success. Conclusion. Rising Stronger Resilience is a powerful tool that allows you to rise above your circumstances and emerge stronger than before. It's the ability to face adversity, learn from it, and continue moving forward. When you build resilience, you equip yourself with the strength to face any challenge and the persistence to never give up. Remember, success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how you handle it. The more resilient you become, the more unstoppable you'll be in your pursuit of greatness. Chapter 9. The Unstoppable Force of Self-Belief. Self-belief is the cornerstone of success. Without it, even the most talented and capable individuals will struggle to reach their full potential. Your mindset shapes the way you view challenges, opportunities, and your own abilities. If you don't believe in yourself, you're already at a disadvantage before you even begin. The power of believing in yourself when you truly believe in your ability to succeed. The world opens up in ways you could never have imagined. Self-belief is like a powerful magnet that attracts success. It creates the confidence needed to take risks, make bold decisions, and keep moving forward when things get tough. Belief in yourself is not about thinking you're perfect or invincible. It's about trusting in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, even when you face setbacks. It's the unwavering conviction that you can adapt, grow, and push through challenges, overcoming doubts and negative self-talk. One of the biggest obstacles to self-belief is doubt. Everyone experiences moments of uncertainty, but it's how you deal with those doubts that matters most. Negative self-talk, those voices in your head telling you you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed, is a powerful force that can hold you back. However, you have the power to silence those voices. Overcoming doubt starts with recognizing when it occurs. When you notice negative thoughts creeping in, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this true? What evidence do I have that I can't succeed? The more you question those doubts, the less power they will have over you. Taking action to build confident self-belief is not just about thinking positively. It's about taking action. Confidence doesn't come from sitting back and waiting for success to find you. It comes from doing the work, putting in the effort, and proving to yourself that you're capable. Each step you take toward your goals is a step toward reinforcing your belief in yourself. Start small. Set achievable goals and celebrate your progress. The more you accomplish, the more you will build your confidence. Each victory, no matter how minor, serves as proof that you are capable of great things. The role of failure in building self-belief. Failure is often seen as the enemy of self-belief, but it's actually one of its greatest allies. Every time you fail, you have an opportunity to learn and grow. Resilient individuals don't view failure as a reflection of their worth. They see it as a stepping stone to success. When you embrace failure as part of the process, it loses its power to undermine your belief in yourself. Instead of letting failure dictate your future, let it motivate you to keep trying. With each failure, you become stronger and more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Visualization. Seeing success before it happens, visualization is a powerful tool in strengthening your self-belief. When you close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding, achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and living your dreams, you send a message to your subconscious that success is not only possible, but inevitable. By regularly visualizing your success, you reinforce the idea that it is within your reach. You begin to act with the certainty that your goals are achievable, which in turn increases your chances of achieving them. Surrounding yourself with positivity, the people around you can have a significant impact on your self-belief. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage, support, and uplift you. Positive energy is contagious. When you're surrounded by people who believe in you, it becomes easier to believe in yourself. However, not everyone in your life may be supportive. It's important to set boundaries and limit time with people who bring negativity or doubt into your life. Protect your mental space and focus on those who are pushing you toward your goals. The role of affirmations. In self-belief, affirmations are another powerful tool for building self-belief. By repeating positive statements about yourself and your abilities, you rewire your brain to focus on your strengths. Affirmations help counteract negative thoughts and reinforce the idea that you are capable of achieving greatness. For example, you could repeat phrases like, "I am capable of overcoming challenges," or I believe in my ability to succeed. The more you affirm your strengths and potential, the more your subconscious mind will accept these beliefs as true. The relationship between self-belief and fear is a natural part of life, but it should never be allowed to control you. Self-belief gives you the courage to face fear head-on. It enables you to take action despite feeling afraid. The key is understanding that fear is often just a sign that you're pushing outside your comfort zone, and that's where real growth happens. When you have self-belief, you don't let fear stop you from pursuing your dreams. You learn to recognize it as an obstacle to overcome rather than something to retreat from. The cycle of growth and self-belief, the more you believe in yourself, the more you push yourself to grow. The more you grow, the stronger your self-belief becomes. It's a positive feedback loop that propels you toward greater success. Every time you face a challenge and overcome it, you increase your belief in your ability to tackle future obstacles. This cycle of growth and self-belief continues to build momentum. As you keep believing in your potential, your confidence expands, and you begin to accomplish things that once seemed impossible. Conclusion: believing in yourself is non-negotiable. Self-belief is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Without it, you will struggle to take risks, overcome setbacks, and achieve your goals. But when you truly believe in yourself, you unlock an unstoppable force that drives you towards success. Start by taking small steps to build your self-belief. Challenge your doubts, embrace failure, visualize your success, and surround yourself with positivity. The more you believe in yourself, the more you will accomplish. Trust in your abilities, because you are capable of far more than you think. Chapter 10. The power of persistence. Persistence is the key that unlocks the door to success. It's the ability to keep going when others give up, to keep pushing when the world seems to be pushing back. Success is rarely about talent alone. It's about the willingness to stay the course when the road gets tough. It's about showing up day after day, no matter how challenging things become. The unseen value of persistence. We live in a world where instant gratification is the norm. We want things now, and if we don't get them, we quickly move on to the next thing. But true success doesn't work that way. It requires an unwavering commitment to the process, even when there are no immediate rewards. The most successful individuals didn't achieve greatness because they were lucky or talented. They achieved it because they persisted. They were able to continue working toward their goals, despite the setbacks, the delays, and the hardships. And they did this because they understood one fundamental truth: success is earned, not given. Understanding the difference between persistence and stubbornness. While persistence is the key to success, stubbornness is its enemy. It's important to understand the difference. Persistence is about continuing to move forward, even when faced with challenges. Stubbornness, on the other hand, is about refusing to adapt or change course when necessary. Persistence means having the resilience to keep going, but it also means being smart about it. It's about knowing when to adjust your strategy, pivot, or try something new when what you're doing isn't working. It's not about doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Persistence is about learning, growing, and evolving while staying focused on your goal. Overcoming obstacles with persistence. Obstacles are inevitable. Everyone faces them at some point in their journey. Whether it's a personal setback, a financial difficulty, or a professional roadblock, challenges are a natural part of life. The question isn't whether you'll face obstacles. It's how you'll respond when you do. Persistent individuals don't let obstacles derail them. They view challenges as opportunities to grow, learn, and prove to themselves that they are capable of overcoming anything. Each obstacle they encounter only strengthens their resolve. They refuse to let anything stop them from moving forward. One of the most powerful aspects of persistence is its ability to build resilience. Every time you face an obstacle and keep moving forward, you grow stronger. With each challenge, you develop the mental toughness needed to take on even bigger obstacles down the road. Staying motivated through the hard times. Persistence is easy when things are going well. But what about when the going gets tough? How do you stay motivated when the odds seem insurmountable? The key lies in your perspective. When faced with adversity, it's important to remember your why. Why are you working toward this goal in the first place? What is the deeper reason that drives you? Your why is the anchor that will keep you grounded and focused, even when the path becomes uncertain. It's also important to recognize that the hard times won't last forever. Every challenge you face is temporary, and every obstacle you overcome brings you closer to your goal. Stay focused on the bigger picture, and remember that persistence will always pay off in the end. Small wins add up. Persistence doesn't always mean making giant leaps forward. Sometimes it's about taking small, consistent steps every day. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, day in and day out, even when progress seems slow. The small wins add up over time. Every little bit of progress is a step toward achieving your goal. When you persist, even in the smallest ways, you're building momentum. And as that momentum builds, it becomes easier to keep moving forward. Remember, the most successful people didn't get there by making huge jumps all at once. They got there by making small, steady progress, day after day. Each step no matter how small, brings them closer to the finish line. The role of patience in persistence is often linked with patience. Success doesn't happen overnight. The results of your efforts may not be immediately visible, and that's okay. The key is to stay the course, even when you don't see immediate results. Patience allows you to trust the process. It helps you to stay focused on your goals and continue working, even when things aren't happening as quickly as you would like. With patience, you learn to value the journey and the lessons learned along the way. The most successful individuals understand that success takes time. They don't get discouraged by setbacks or delays. Instead, they continue to put in the work, knowing that their persistence will eventually pay off. Finding strength in difficult times during difficult times. Persistence can feel like an uphill battle. But even in those moments, there is strength to be found. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how resilient you truly are. In times of difficulty, remind yourself that persistence isn't about how hard things are. It's about how you respond to them. The strength you need to persist is already inside you. It's just waiting to be tapped into. When you push through the hard times, you emerge stronger, more confident, and more capable of handling whatever comes next. Persistence equals success at the end of the day. Persistence is the secret ingredient to success. It's what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up too soon. Success is never guaranteed, but if you keep showing up, if you keep putting in the work, and if you never give up, your chances of success increase exponentially. Persistence is the ultimate test of your commitment. It shows you how much you truly want something. When you're persistent, you demonstrate that you're willing to do whatever it takes to make your dreams a reality. Conclusion: never give up. Persistence is more than just a quality. It's a way of life. It's about committing to your goals, staying focused, and pushing through challenges, no matter how difficult they may seem. With persistence, anything is possible. So keep going, no matter how tough it gets. Your success is just on the other side of persistence. Remember, as long as you keep going, you're not failing. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your ultimate success. So persist. The world belongs to those who never give up. Chapter 11, Embracing Failures. As stepping stones, failure is often seen as the end. It's something we try to avoid, something that makes us feel inadequate, and at times it can feel like the ultimate setback. But what if we told you that failure isn't the end, but a vital part of the process? That failure is actually a stepping stone to success. The gift of failure is one of the most powerful teachers in life. It shows us what doesn't work, what needs improvement, and what's worth fighting for. Every time we fail, we gain insights and lessons that we would never have discovered if everything went perfectly. In fact, many of the world's most successful people are only where they are because they failed first. Without failure, there is no growth. Without failure, there's no resilience, no strength, and no wisdom. So, instead of avoiding failure, you need to embrace it as a necessary part of your journey. Learn to welcome it, not as a defeat, but as a tool that refines and shapes you into a more determined, capable individual. The fear of failure is paralyzing. It keeps them from taking action, from pursuing their dreams, and from stepping outside their comfort zone. But the reality is that failure is inevitable. Everyone fails, and it's how you handle failure that will determine your future success. Fear of failure often comes from the fear of judgment, the fear of being seen as less than perfect, and the fear of disappointing others. However, the fear of failure is more damaging than failure itself. It prevents you from taking risks, making progress, and discovering what you're truly capable of achieving. The truth is, the most successful people are the ones who have failed the most. They don't fear failure. They understand that failure is just part of the process. And with each failure, they get one step closer to success. Failure versus setback. It's important to differentiate between failure and a setback. A setback is a temporary delay. A failure is a permanent halt, unless you decide otherwise. Setbacks are something everyone faces, and they can happen at any point in the journey. The key is to not let setbacks define you. When you encounter setbacks, remember that they're not the end. They're just a detour, not a destination. Failures, however, require you to take responsibility, learn from your mistakes, and apply those lessons going forward. When you fail, it's essential to take time to reflect on what went wrong. Ask yourself questions like, what could I have done differently? Or what lessons can I learn from this experience? These questions are critical because they shift your perspective from failure to growth. Turning failures into opportunities, the greatest opportunity in failure is the chance to try again. When you fail, you're given a unique opportunity to rebuild, reframe your approach, and come back stronger. It's a moment to refine your strategy, your mindset, and your skills. Failure is not something to hide from. Instead, it's something to embrace because it's the doorway to innovation and improvement. Some of the world's most successful individuals, from inventors to entrepreneurs, failed multiple times before achieving greatness. They learned valuable lessons from each failure, and they applied those lessons to their next attempt. By reframing failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, you position yourself to continue forward with even more confidence and resilience. Every failure is an opportunity to rise again with a new, improved version of yourself. Resilience, in the face of failure, resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. It's about bouncing back after setbacks and maintaining a strong will to push forward, no matter what. The most resilient individuals are those who have faced failures head-on and emerged stronger because of them. Resilience is built through consistent practice and a positive attitude toward failure. Instead of dwelling on your failures, focus on what you can learn from them. Each time you fail, you're building a foundation of resilience that will serve you well when bigger challenges arise. The key to resilience is to not let failure define you. It's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. The more you fail and rise again, the stronger and more unstoppable you become. The role of reflection in growth. Failure can be uncomfortable, but it's important to take time to reflect on what went wrong and what can be improved. Reflection is the key to turning failure into growth. After a failure, ask yourself questions like, what went wrong? What could I have done differently? How can I learn from this? Reflection gives you the tools to adjust your approach and move forward. It allows you to gain perspective on the situation, and helps you to make the necessary changes to ensure that you don't make the same mistake again. Letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is often a result of the fear of failure. Many people are afraid to fail because they want everything to be perfect. But perfection is an illusion. No one is perfect, and chasing perfection only sets you up for disappointment. The goal should not be perfection. It should be progress. Letting go of perfectionism frees you from the fear of failure. It allows you to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them without the pressure of needing everything to go perfectly. Remember, failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply a part of the process. The power of persistence in failure. Persistence is the ability to keep going, even when you fail. It's the resilience to learn from your mistakes and continue forward, no matter how many times you stumble. The most successful people are those who persist through failure, knowing that each failure brings them one step closer to success. When you fail, persistence is what will keep you moving forward. It's the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals, no matter how many times you fall. Persistence is the antidote to failure. It transforms failure into a lesson, a stepping stone, and a pathway to success. Conclusion. Failure is not the end. Failure isn't something to be feared. It's something to be embraced. It's an essential part of the journey towards success. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. The key is to keep moving forward, to never let failure stop you, and to always rise again. Remember, you can't succeed without failure. It's through failure that you learn what doesn't work, and it's through persistence that you learn what does. Embrace failure as a tool for growth, and let it be the stepping stone that leads you to your ultimate success. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is often simply the ability to stay committed, no matter the obstacles. Success is the result of repeated small actions, done day in and day out. What is consistency? Consistency is the ability to show up, do the work, and stay committed to your goal over time. No matter how you feel a moment, it's about building habits that serve you and sticking with them. Even when the initial excitement fades, or the rewards are not immediate. In the beginning, you may feel unmotivated, and the results may be hard to see. But remember, consistency doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. It's the small, steady actions taken every day that compound and lead to ordinary results over time. Why consistency is key? Consistency is the bridge between your goals and the reality of achieving them. Talent alone doesn't guarantee success, and luck can only take you so far. It's consistent effort that will push you through the tough times and toward your desired outcome. When you are consistent, you are creating momentum. And once momentum starts building, it becomes easier to continue because your actions are ingrained as habits. The more consistent you are, the more ingrained your success becomes. It's not just about what you do every once in a while. It's about showing up every day and putting in the work, even when it seems difficult. The 1% rule. Small, incremental progress is more powerful than trying to make huge changes all at once. The 1% rule teaches us that getting 1% better every day leads to massive improvements over time. Instead of focusing on making a huge leap, focus on steady, consistent progress, and the results will compound. For example, if you improve just 1% each day, by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. That's the power of consistency. Small efforts repeated regularly create exponential growth. The danger of inconsistency is the killer of dreams. When you show up sporadically, hoping for quick results, you don't give yourself enough time to gain the momentum you need to see real progress. Inconsistent efforts lead to wasted time and energy. And when you stop and start repeatedly, you're not building the habits required for success. Inconsistent actions, even if they seem harmless, create self-doubt and prevent you from reaching your full potential. Each time you break a commitment to yourself, you reinforce the belief that you cannot rely on yourself to follow through. This erodes your confidence and makes it harder to succeed in the future. Building consistency with habits. The key to consistency is developing habits that support your goals. Habits are the foundation of consistent success. They allow you to take the thinking out of the equation and turn your actions into automatic behaviors. Start small and create habits that are easy to maintain. Over time, as these habits become ingrained, you can increase their intensity or complexity. This steady growth leads to bigger results. For instance, if your goal is to get fit, start with a 10-minute workout every day. As your body and mind adjust, increase the time or intensity. The most important part is to stay consistent. Consistency versus motivation. Motivation is often fleeting. It can come in waves, but it's not reliable. Some days you'll feel energized and ready to tackle your goals, and other days you'll feel like giving up. But consistency doesn't rely on motivation. It relies on discipline and commitment. You don't need to feel motivated to show up. You just need to keep doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Motivation comes after action, not before. The more you commit to consistency, the more momentum you build, and the more motivated you'll feel to continue. The key is to start, even if you don't feel motivated. It's the act of doing that breeds motivation and reinforces your commitment to your goals. The power of routines are the backbone of consistency. Having a set routine eliminates the decision-making process, making it easier to stay on track. When you set a routine, you're creating a blueprint for success. It's like setting up a system where success becomes inevitable because you've already done the hard work of planning and organizing. The best part is that routines free up mental energy. Instead of debating whether or not you're going to do the work today, it's already a part of your schedule. You just show up and execute. Overcoming setbacks with consistency. Setbacks will happen. There will be days when life gets in the way or when things don't go according to plan. But consistency is about getting back on track as soon as possible. Don't let one mistake or one off day derail your progress. The key is to not let setbacks stop you. Everyone experiences setbacks, but it's the people who are consistent that recover quickly and get back on track. Remember, your journey is a marathon, not a sprint. It's okay if you miss a day or even a week. It's the long-term consistency that matters. Staying consistent during the hard times. There will be moments when staying consistent feels like the hardest thing in the world. You'll want to give up, or you'll feel as if your efforts are futile. But this is when your commitment to consistency matters the most. It's during these difficult times that you have the opportunity to prove to yourself that you're capable of pushing through. When things get tough, don't abandon your goals. Lean into the discomfort Keep showing up and trust the process. Success isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about developing the discipline and resilience to stick with them, no matter the obstacles. Consistency builds trust with yourself. The more you show up for yourself, the more you begin to trust yourself. Consistency builds confidence. Each time you keep your promises to yourself, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. This self-trust is a key component of success. If you don't believe in your ability to follow through, you'll struggle to make progress. You'll find it easier to tackle new challenges, overcome obstacles, and achieve greater things. Conclusion: commit to consistency. The power of consistency cannot be underestimated. It's the simple, everyday actions that lead to long-term success. It's not about doing extraordinary things. It's about doing ordinary things consistently, even when you don't see immediate results. Start small, stay disciplined, and trust the process. The rewards of consistency are often invisible at first, but over time they accumulate into something extraordinary. If you want to achieve greatness, consistency is the key. Keep showing up, keep doing the work, and your efforts will lead to success beyond your wildest dreams. Chapter 13. The power of focus in a world full of distractions. Focus is becoming one of the most valuable skills you can possess. The ability to concentrate deeply on a single task or goal is a major differentiator between those who succeed and those who get lost in the noise. Focus is not just about shutting out distractions. It's about creating an environment and a mindset that prioritizes what truly matters. What is focus? Focus is the art of concentrating your mental and emotional energy on a specific goal or task without letting anything else divert your attention. It is the act of saying no to the distractions, temptations, and side projects that do not align with your primary objective. Focus is more than just paying attention. It's the ability to give your best effort to what is important and to block out everything that doesn't serve your greater purpose. It's understanding that your time and energy are finite, so you must direct them to what will yield the greatest returns. Why focus is important. Focus, without it, even the best ideas or plans will never come to fruition. When you scatter your attention across multiple projects or ideas, you don't give your full potential to any of them. The result is a lack of progress or shallow work. When you focus, you make significant progress, and progress builds momentum. Each step forward is a step toward mastery, and every accomplishment, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that you are moving in the right direction. Focus is what enables you to accomplish great things, not just tasks. The science of focus studies show that our brains are not designed to multitask. While we may think we are being productive by juggling multiple activities at once, research indicates that multitasking actually reduces our efficiency. When we switch between tasks, we lose cognitive energy and time, which makes it harder to complete any task well. Focus, on the other hand, allows you to enter a state of flow, a mental state where you are fully immersed in what you are doing. In flow, time seems to disappear, and you produce high-quality work with minimal effort. Focus is the key to unlocking this state, and it can lead to peak performance and higher levels of achievement. The cost of distraction in the digital age. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, emails, messages, and even notifications from your phone can break your concentration within seconds. Every time your focus is disrupted, it takes time to get back on track, and the longer you are distracted, the harder it becomes to regain your focus. Distractions don't just steal time, they steal your energy and creativity. When you are constantly jumping from one thing to the next, you deplete your cognitive resources and make it harder to think deeply or strategically. The cost of distraction is high, and it prevents you from doing your best work. How to improve focus? Improving your focus starts with understanding its importance and actively choosing to eliminate distractions. Here are a few strategies to help you sharpen your focus. Set clear goals. It's difficult to stay focused when you don't know what you are working toward. Define your goals clearly, break them down into actionable steps, and stay focused on the bigger picture. Prioritize tasks. Not all tasks are created equal. Identify which tasks will move the needle and focus on completing them before anything else. Avoid the trap of doing busy work that doesn't contribute to your main goal. Limit distractions. Remove anything that might interrupt your focus. Turn off notifications, put your phone on silent, and create a work environment that supports deep concentration. Use time blocks, set specific periods of time during which you work with full focus and no interruptions. During these blocks, immerse yourself fully in your task. And after each session, take a break to recharge. Practice mindfulness. Focus is a skill that can be trained through mindfulness practices like meditation. The more you practice being present, the easier it becomes to concentrate and stay on task. Take care of your body. Physical well-being plays a huge role in mental focus. Exercise, eat well, get plenty of sleep, and reduce stress to ensure your mind and body are working in harmony. Focus on the present. One of the greatest obstacles to focus is the tendency to worry about the past or future. When you are distracted by what has happened or what might happen, you lose the ability to stay in the present moment. The present is where your power lies. This is where your actions take place, and it's where your results are made. Learning to focus on the present allows you to perform tasks with greater precision, clarity, and effectiveness. It helps you to let go of anxiety about the future and regret over the past. The present moment is all you have, and it's where you should direct your full attention. Overcoming the fear of missing out. One of the biggest challenges to maintaining focus is the fear of missing out. FOMO. We live in an age of endless options and constant information. And it's easy to feel like you should be doing something else or exploring other opportunities. But FOMO is a distraction that keeps you from staying focused on what matters most. To overcome FOMO, remind yourself that your current goal is your priority. By staying focused, you are investing in your future self. Everything else is secondary. And by saying no to distractions, you are saying yes to the life you want to create. The power of focused action. Focus doesn't just improve the quality of your work. It enhances your ability to take action. When you concentrate on a specific task, you move through it with speed and confidence. Focused action is the fuel that drives progress, and it propels you toward your goals faster than scattered or unfocused effort. Focus leads to mastery, and mastery leads to excellence. Focus and success. Success is not about doing everything at once. It's about doing the right things at the right time. Focus allows you to align your efforts with your goals and work toward your vision without getting distracted by unrelated opportunities. By mastering focus, you can eliminate the noise and direct your energy toward what will bring you the greatest reward. Focus is the key to turning your potential into achievement, and it's the foundation upon which lasting success is built. Conclusion: commit to focus. Focus is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal, but it's not something that comes easily. It requires discipline, intention, and the willingness to block out distractions. But once you master focus, you'll find that everything else falls into place. The results will speak for themselves. Commit to focus, remove distractions, and watch as you make incredible progress toward your dreams. The power of focus will transform your life, your work, and your ability to achieve anything you set your mind to.